horn has spoke. The sea remembers my name. One last breath, one last flame. I have sailed through the frozen dark where the sun forgets to rise. I have left my blood on 100 shores and the salt still burns my eyes. The oars are cracked, the sail is torn, but my chest still holds a storm. Every scar upon my arm is a promise I kept warm. They asked me once, what do you fear? I laughed and spat on the ground. A coward dies 1,000 times, a warrior once, and that's the sound. The sound of waves against the hull, the sound of steel against the bone, the sound of me spitting in fate's face when I chose to stand alone. I wasn't born inside a hole with gold around my neck. I was born inside a thunderstorm with a shipwreck on my deck. But I built my name from broken wood, and I carved it with this blade. And every king who tried to kneel me down is now a ghost inside my shade. Just open that gate when I arrive and let me hear the battle sound. Let's go, let's go. The wolf is at my door. Let's go, let's go. I've been here once before. The moon tonight is colder now than the winter I was born. I've outlived every brother's vow, and I've worn their names as thorn. My axe is heavy, my knees are weak, but my jaw is still a stone. I don't need a priest to speak for me, I don't need a funeral throne. Let the crows pick what remains, let the wind erase my tracks. I made my peace with dying young, the first time I never came back. There's a table in a golden hall where the brave ones never age, and I can hear them stomping from afar, turning fury into page. Odin doesn't ask your rank, he asks, did you bleed when you could run? He asked, did you laugh when the blade went in? Did you curse the falling sun? And I did it all. I roared when my arm came off. I drank from the skull of a hollow god, and I never learned to cough. Let's go! Raise the horn. Look on face. I never prayed to a silent God. I never knelt for a golden throne. I just took what the sea gave me, and I died on my own. Last call to Valhalla. Raise the horn one more time. Last call to Valhalla. Let the mead forget my crime. I don't ask for mercy. I don't beg for peaceful ground. Just open that gate when I arrive and let me hear the battle sound. Last call. Last call. The wolf is at my door. Last call. Last call. I've been here once before. Last call. Last call. Valhalla. I'm not afraid anymore. Let the horn cry one. Valhalla! Hold my seat! Yeah! Stop!
I walk through the fire, walk through the frost. Every chain that they put on me, I broke it and tossed. They said you nothing, just a ghost from the north. Now I'm standing at your table, put my axe on your claws. I don't pray, I don't beg, I don't kneel for no crown. When the battle is over, I'm the one who stays down. Now I get up, I spit blood, I crack my own bones, build my home from the ribs of the thrones they left thrown. You think Odin is watching? Good, let him see. A son of the fjord who refused to flee. My shield has 1,000 scars, my back is none. That's how you know the war was always won. I drag from the skull of the chieftain who mocked me. I wore his own arm ring, his own clan couldn't stop me. So don't talk to me upon glory and shame. I wrote my saga in blood, that is a poet's name.
Hold my seat!
I'm coming hot.
The meat is sweet!
Valhalla.
Know my name!
I earn the right.
The meat I feed!
Slow, slow, drink till we fall. Valhalla, hold my seat, I'm standing tall. You think the gatekeeper scares me? I've seen his face, he's just a ghost with a key. I'm the one who took his place, I climbed the spine of the serpent. I slept in its jar, came out with fangs in my fist and a brand new law. Law says the brave eat first, the weak eat mud. Law says your own ring means nothing without the blood. So I cut my own palm, fed the soil myself. Grew a tree from the pain, now I hang my own wealth. You wanna talk about sacrifice? What did you lose? Your favorite shield, a cheap horse, a pair of worn shoes. I lost my father at 12, my mother at 15. Raised my brother on stolen bread and a broken routine. But the Norns don't care about your tears or your past. They only care if your axe was the first and the last. Mine was first in 6 raids, last in 3 sieges. Call my name on the door where the Valkyrie preaches.
Hold my seat!
I'm coming hard.
The meat is sweet!
Valhalla,
For my meat!
I earned the right.
Don't bleed and feed!
Stop, stop, drink till we fall. Valhalla, hold my seat, I'm standing tall.
They asked me, what will you leave behind? I said boot prints on the necks of kings. That's all.
Put my name on the highest wall. I don't need a funeral, I need a hall where the man never stops and the fight never ends and the weak
my seat. I'm almost there. My bones are beat, but my heart still drums like war. Stop! 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 I'll see you at the table. Stop! Stop!
No sin. Yes,
Sound of axe hitting wood twice. Cold wind, heavy breathing. One massive Paco drum hit. Ho! 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 Blood on my knuckles, frost on my breath. Swinging this blade since the hour of death. Shield split in two, armor torn wide, but I still stand with the fallen beside. My long ship burned 3 winters ago. Brothers turned to ash in the snow. I promised them once before the raid, no one dies alone in the shade. And my legs shake, my arms feel storm of Valhalla. Don't answer a coward's bone. I see the gates, they shimmer with gold, but the story ain't finished. The saga's still bold. One more step through the mud and the rain. One more scar to carry the name. Not a king, not a John, just a man with an axe who never forms fate back on the tracks. When the axe meets Valhalla, the ravens will call. When the axe meets Valhalla, the brave will not fall. No throne, no gold, no feudal stone, just the sound of the axe beating the throne. When the axe meets Valhalla, I'm going home. The enemy circle like winds in the fog. I carved my name through the last of the log. Spear in my shoulder, shield on my back, but I kept swinging, no mercy, no slack. Every hit that I land was like thunder. Every breath that I take pulls me under. But I laugh when the blood hits my tongue. It's the thinking don't cry when the battle's song. I remember the old man's words in the home where your warrior's death is the greatest of all. Not for the feast, not for the meat, for the moment your soul breaks straight from the green. So let the arrows black in the sky. I'll meet every single one eye to eye. When the blade finally freezes my chest, I'll smile, they'll guess us to test. When the axe meets Valhalla, the ravens will call. When the axe meets Valhalla, the brave will not fall. No throne, no gold, no feudal stone, just the sound of the axe meeting the throne. When the axe meets Valhalla, I'm going home. One more swing, one more breath, one more step toward the edge of death. I see the man, my brothers in the light. Lynn's table, it says squatting building. Here they come, the final wave. I'll carve their names on a master's grave. My axe is heavy, my vision is red, but I'll take 10 more with me before I'm dead. You think I fear the bite of your steel? I've been eating pain with every meal. You think I beg? You think I kneel? I was born less where your heart can feel. This is not murder, this is art. This is a message caught in the dark. Every swing brings me closer to earth. The golden hell and eternal scar. Don't come at me, cowards. Come in ranks. I paint the snow in your broken rags. So when my knees finally buckle and crack, I'll call it the ground and roll the when the axe meets Valhalla, the ravens will call. When the axe meets Valhalla, the
falls to ground. Thud. Raven call. Once. Wind fades. Silence.
Step forward, if you dare. The gate remembers every prayer. No drums, only kick on beat 1 and 3. Bowed cello pad, far choir whisper. I walked through 9 nights, no fire, no light. My shield had cracks, my back had bites. I left my brother in the frost, his name not lost, his blood the cost. You ask for gold, you ask for songs, I bring you bones where right belongs. My ex has kissed 100 throats, my ship has sailed through serpent's notes. I did not kneel, I did not beg, I bit the wolf, I broke the peg. So open wide, or step aside. I didn't die to be denied. Show your face, I earned my place. Through mud and flame, through shame and grace. What's the test? Another wound, another chest. I bled enough, I passed the rest. It's the chain, or taste my axe again, again. Valhalla knows my mother's name, and every scar is not a shame. Kick on 1, only no hi-hat, whispers dark cello. You stand there carved from iron and bone, but I smell the fear beneath your throne. You judge the brave, you turn the weak, but my voice don't crack, my knees don't speak. I saw the serpent rise from black, I held the oar when waves attacked. I didn't cry when my first ship sank, I drank the blood and thanked the rank. You think a golden key impresses? I sleep on rocks, I eat aggressions. My poetry is broken teeth, my lullaby is burning heat. So test me now, or let me pass. I'm already ghost, I'm broken glass. Gatekeeper, show your face, I earned my place. Through mud and flame, through shame and grace. Gatekeeper, what's the test? Another wound, another chest. I've bled enough, I've passed the rest. Read the chain, or taste my axe again, again. Valhalla knows my mother's name, and every scar is not a shame. What did you sacrifice? Everything. I gave my youth, I gave my sleep, I gave the promises I couldn't keep. I gave a father to the ground, I gave a son without a sound. Now open the gate! Gatekeeper, hear my face, I burn my place. No more tests, no more grace. Gatekeeper, drop the chain, I wear the wound, I wear the pain. Valhalla knows my dying breath, I earn this seat, till on your death. The gate opens, not for kings, not for songs, for the ones who stayed too long in the cold.
rain dripping sounds, sword pulled from mud, soft 808, bass fading, born in the dirt, raised by the blade, no silver spoon, just mud in my veins. I never saw a golden throne, I never had a roof of stone. My cradle was a battlefield, my blanket was the cold alone. No father put a sword in my hand, no jaw whispered my name. I learned to fight from wolves and rats in the gutter, in the rain. They laughed when I picked up a stick. They said, boy, go back to the mud. But I felt the fire in my ribs and I tasted my own blood. I crawled through swamps of broken men where hope goes to die. I ate the roots, I drank the mud, I looked a crow in the eye. My first kill was not for glory, my first kill was to survive. A merchant's god who spat on me, he fell and I felt alive. No songs were sung for me that night, no mead passed around the fire, just me and the flies in the open sky, and a corpse on the funeral pyre. But in that silence I heard it clear, a whisper beneath the thunder. The mud remembers every fall and the brave who crawl up from under. From the mud to Valhalla, from the cut to the hole, every scar, every stumble, every time I had to crawl. From the mud to Valhalla, raise my axe, watch me rise. They can break my bones 100 times, but they cannot kill what's inside. 10 winters I wore the same torn coat, 10 summers I slept in the ditch. But every morning I found my feet, even when my fingers twitched. I stole a shield from a dead man's grip, I fixed its edge with a stone. I carved my name in the leather strap so the gods would know my own. They sent me out on the smallest ship, the one they hoped would sink. Much storms that drown the silver boys only teach the rats to think. I came back with a chieftain's head and a chest of stolen gold. They said, who is this ghost of mud? I said, the one you sold. You sold me cheap for a bag of salt, you left me for the crows. But mud is just a place to start, and everyone who digs and knows. The deeper the grave you throw me in, the higher I have to climb. And every time you buried me, I came back ahead of time. From the mud to Valhalla, from the cut to the hole, every scar, every stumble, every time I had to crawl. From the mud to Valhalla, raise my axe, watch me rise. They can break my bones 100 times, but they cannot kill what's inside. They ask me why I never kneel, they ask me why I don't break. I tell them mud taught me something that gold can never take. When you're nothing You've got nothing to lose when you're nobody. You've got nothing to prove, but when you crawl out of that ditch with the stench of death on your clothes, and you stand in front of the Jaw's gate with a sword that nobody chews, you realize the mud is not your grave. The mud is just the start, the only direction left for you. Reset! To Valhalla, yeah, from the cut to the hall, every scar, every stumble, every time I had to crawl. From the mud to Valhalla, raise my axe, watch me rise. They can break my bones 100 times, but they cannot kill what's inside. The mud is skill and my boots would understand to let the deep. Owen, you know my name now. I didn't come for gold. I came because I never